Welcome to Mysteries, Myths, and Legends. I'm Taylor.
I'm Savannah.
And happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. It's been a week.
It has. And it's the last week of my birth month.
Yes.
Sad. I'm on a boat
okay.
this weekend.
Oh,
for my
to
birthday.
celebrate? Yeah.
I'm excited.
That'll be fun.
Better take some motion sickness pills with me.
Oh, yeah.
I do be getting both sickness. Is that motion sickness?
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah, I definitely get that too.
Yeah, it's not good.
I think like certain boats are better than others.
Yeah, I will be on a lake, so
It might be fine.
I'm still taking that medicine with me.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
The struggle is so real with the motion sickness.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I thought I had a transition. I don't.
Wow.
So we went to Spirit Halloween
Oh yeah,
a few days
I
ago.
forgot.
Yeah, it was so much fun. But we have to go back because we went to try to find Twilight merch because we heard that was going to be at Spirit Halloween this year. And unfortunately, they were all sold out.
They did have one sticker.
Yeah, they had one
Jacob.
sticker of Jacob. And who
Which
wants
nobody
that?
wants. Yeah.
Yeah, literally no one. Team Edward. So anyway,
It's a big statement.
we're gonna have to go back. Follow us on TikTok because we did make some videos about what we got there and stuff. It was fun. And we'll probably do another one when we go back again to find the Twilight stuff. So.
Wait, I have a question. Okay, so if you didn't watch our TikToks, we did get these customizable vampire teeth.
Yes.
And we had to mold them to our teeth.
Yeah.
With like this dental molding kit. Have you wore yours since then?
I put them in for just like a second and then took them out again.
Mine does not work.
What?
They fall right out.
Oh my god.
So
Okay.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
We're gonna have to contact the company.
I'm literally suing them.
Sue them.
Because how many times did I try it?
Yeah.
So many times on multiple different teeth.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't understand. I really don't. But so that irritated me. And then I just open my desk every time and I see them. I'm just like, the irritation comes back.
I'm gonna have to put them in later to see if they still work.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to have
test,
to
yeah.
video myself trying to put them in, and you can just see how quickly they fall out.
Okay.
Like the glue's still in there. The mold is still in there, but somehow, some way it doesn't fit, even though it did fit before.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know about the customizable vampire teeth, to be honest. But I did get a glittery axe, and I had to hide it from my niece.
Oh my god, she would go after that.
Yeah, I would be slaughtered with the axe. It's beautiful. And I did, right after that inspired me to watch Maxine, because I got the axe to be Pearl. I know you have never seen these movies, but
I'm just acting like I know what you're talking about.
Okay. For any of my horror fans out there, the original movie is called X, and then there's a trilogy. X, then Pearl, then Maxine.
Okay.
It's such a crazy move. All of them are crazy. But I just feel like it's such an original idea. At the same time, it's not original. And it makes fun of things.
Right.
Now I just want you to see Maxine, honestly.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll see it. What?
I don't think you would like it.
Oh.
It's the problem. Well, it's so hard because it's so like girl icon.
Right.
Can take care of herself when there's people coming after her.
Okay.
But it's very gory.
Oh.
But it's like so funny. Also.
Is it streaming?
No, but I did rent it.
Oh, okay.
Maxine, anyway. It's the newest one, and it goes like back in time. So X happened in like the 60s, and then Pearl goes way back in time, back to the 40s.
Oh.
And then Maxine is in the 80s.
Okay.
So it's the vibe. But anyway, all of that to say that I got the axe to be Pearl, and if you guys have seen Pearl, you know. But if not, it's on Netflix now. But Pearl, I wouldn't recommend start with that one. Because
Okay.
anyway, long story short, those movies are absolutely wild. And
Okay,
I can't stop thinking about it.
I think I will. You kind of sold it to me.
Yeah.
So.
And if you watch all three, they all tie in and like the storyline closes perfectly in Maxine. So
yeah.
Love that.
Okay.
Without any spoilers, I want to say stuff, but I won't.
Okay.
Because it's crazy. Mm-hmm. Absolutely crazy. But I just love Maxine and Pearl and all of them. Mm-hmm. So
yeah.
Shout out.
You know, you just reminded me, though, like, what I've been watching recently, and I think you did, too, the newest season of Umbrella Academy.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
And I think we're a little late on this, because it's, by the time this comes out, it has been released for a few weeks.
For sure. We were already late, as we're speaking now.
Yeah.
Finishing it, but...
Yeah. See, this season is definitely not my favorite. No. It was still okay. Like, it had good scenes. I'll give it that. Like, I'll just say that. It definitely had some good scenes.
I didn't love it.
No.
I did watch it all in one day, essentially.
Yeah, no, me too. I watched it all in one day.
It was like 2 days for me, but still.
Like, honestly, while I was watching it, I was really enjoying it and all. But then, I don't know, they should have wrapped it up a little bit
Things were
better.
very unanswered. For it to be a series. And then I'm like, I watched Maxine the night after I finished Umbrella Academy. And they were able to wrap all of that storyline up. So I was like, they had 8 whole entire episodes to wrap things up. And this movie did it in an hour and a half.
Right.
Like, they could have answered the questions that we wanted to answer.
They only did it in like 6 episodes too,
6,
right?
8,
they should
regardless.
have made more episodes.
Right.
Is the issue, I think.
It was so short.
Yeah. I don't know.
Can we bring back like 20 episode TV shows? Like, why are things 5 episodes now? I don't want 5 episodes. I would rather have 20-minute episodes than 5 an hour and a half long movie episodes. So annoying.
Yeah. I don't know. But I have actually been listening to music that is in the show all day.
I think I'm alone now.
Yeah, like that one. Like in just the series as a whole, not really like the last season, but just songs that like kind of remind me of the show. And my Spotify Wrapped is gonna be like crazy because that song in Istanbul.
Yeah.
Istanbul, not Constantinople. That one might be on my Spotify Wrapped. I mean, I don't know.
Nice. My Spotify, I forgot about Spotify Wrapped. Mine's going to be embarrassing this year.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes I'll be listening to a song on repeat.
And you're like,
and then I'll be like, ooh, this is going to show up on there.
Mine's going to be all 21 Pilots.
Yeah. So. Mine, okay, I'm going to guess some of mine right now. Like,
I can already tell you
Chapel
mine.
Roan.
Though 100%
like,
Chapel
top
Roan.
5 songs, though.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. For me, I don't know. Okay, for one, Overcompensate by 21 Pilots is 100% going to be number 1 for me. I already know.
Okay.
Because it was a single. It came out first. I had more time to be listened to. And it's one of my favorite songs on the album. So
yeah.
That one, At the Risk of Feeling Dumb by 21 Pilots. And then for Chapel, Femininomenon.
Oh.
And probably After Midnight.
Yeah.
Are going to be my 2.
I think Red Wine Supernova is definitely going to be up there.
Forgot about that one. Yeah, that one
but
too.
Then honestly, like, I don't even remember other songs that I've, like, just
it's just
played
the
on
Red
repeat,
Wine Supernova.
You know? That one I've listened to a lot.
Me too. That one was definitely the first one I liked before I even knew who she was.
Yeah, that one. And then also, like I was saying, the Istanbul song might be on there. I mean, I don't know. I've been listening to it a lot.
Oh, Lord.
So anyway,
that's hilarious.
If you see my Spotify Wrapped, just don't even...
Yeah, don't even say anything.
You know? Yeah. Like, yes, I'm going to post it, but...
Of course. Have to. Will it be embarrassing? Yes.
I mean...
Billie Eilish will probably be on mine, too. Personally, me. And shout out to Billie, because she's the number 1 streamed artist on Spotify now.
Cheers.
Cheers to Billy. Shout out. I hope she's listening.
Out.
I'm coming
She
to see you,
is.
Billy. I really am. Anyways, you want to get into your story, Savannah?
Yeah, let's get into it this week. So, I have a haunted location for you this week.
Ooh.
And it's the Moonville Tunnel.
Never heard of it.
So, it's in Ohio,
Period.
in Moonville, Ohio, which isn't really a town anymore, but
Interesting.
yeah. And it's basically like a tunnel that's like remnants of a 19th century railway.
Oh.
So it's not used anymore, but it was back in the day. Because Moonville, it was a coal mining town, and a lot of railway workers lived there too. And so basically, it was just open land back in the 1800s. And then in 1856, the Marietta and Cincinnati Railroad, they wanted to build tracks in the area to, connect the areas, like, to, I guess, connect cities,
Mm-hmm.
So someone who lived there, Samuel Coe, he gave them permission to build on his land. And then the town kind of popped up around him after they built the tracks in the area. So the railroad kind of brought the town with it. So that's kind of cool. Like, I feel like that happens a lot of the time.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, because how else were they getting there before?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, and I guess if there's no jobs, like, why would you go and live there?
I wouldn't live there.
But
that's a cool name, though. Moonsville?
Yeah, Moonville.
Moonville. I like it.
So actually, the name, it came from the way that the full moon looks over the tunnel on certain nights.
It's a full moon tonight as we're recording.
Oh. Well, okay, yeah. Apparently the full moon over the tunnel looks really cool. So
I want to see it.
Like, oh, this is Moonville.
I love that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, now Moonville is a ghost town.
Tragic.
It had 100 residents at its peak, so it was kind of a ghost town already. Like, right. That's pretty small.
That's tiny.
Yeah, and that was its peak in, like, the 1800s. And the community declined when coal mines started closing in the area, because that was a big, place for people to work. And the last family to leave was in 1947. So the town lasted maybe, it's like not even 100 years.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. So today, all that's left is the old schoolhouse, like just the foundation of it, the train tunnel that I'm going to talk about, and the community cemetery.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So the tracks, they were built in 1865, and the trains operated on them until 1985. So even though nobody lived in the town, like, the tracks were still used until the 80s. And they carried coal, clay deposits, and iron across southern Ohio. And there was a nonprofit established here in April of 2001, the Moonville Rail Trail Association. And they maintain the 10-mile trail, which includes 13 bridges. And the Moonville Tunnel is a popular tourist attraction. And a lot of people go here to hunt for ghosts.
Nice.
Yes. It's a really great, like, wooded landscape, and it's also haunted. So.
Love that.
Yeah. So, getting into some of the spookiness of this, people say that the ghosts of the railroad workers that were hit by trains in the tunnel still wave their lanterns in there.
Oh.
Yeah. They also say that if you listen carefully, you inhale deeply, and then blink a few times, you may encounter spirits from back in the day. So
That's an interesting method.
that is an interesting
Blink
method.
a couple times.
So I saw that, but then I also saw other people say that they didn't do all that and they still just saw them. So
Nice. So maybe people are just thinking they have to do that.
yeah, right. Yeah, maybe it helps. I don't know. So yeah, there are spirits who are in the area that, you know, passed by on the train 150 years ago, and also just like people who were working there. So and according to legend, in 1880, the train engineer Frank Lawhead, which I also saw his name is Theodore, so I'm like, I don't know if his name is Frank or Theodore.
Those are so different from
I
each other.
know. I was like, at first I was like, oh, a different name. Is that a nickname? I was like, oh, wait, that does not make any sense. So, yeah, anyway. Mr. Lawhead, he was operating a train, and he was just like, you know, operating the train as normal, but his dispatch had not notified him that there was an oncoming train.
Oh,
So
that's so
unfortunately,
bad.
the two trains collided.
Oh my God. I cannot imagine that.
I know, because, like, I feel like that was way more likely to happen, like, decades ago. Like, nowadays,
Definitely.
I mean, I don't really know much about the train systems nowadays, but I feel like that would not happen.
Yeah, I mean, I think today trains are ran off technology. Like, it's not
Yeah.
even people. So, like, I
Yeah.
don't think the tracks will literally allow the train to go if there's already
Right.
another train on the tracks. At least
Maybe.
in, like, the bigger trains. I don't know
Mhm.
about the smaller trains or whatever.
Yeah.
But I know certain tracks are, like, smart tracks. And it
Right.
keeps the trains from going if there's already
Mhm.
one on the track. But
Yeah.
anyway.
Well, they needed this.
They
because
did.
They
They did.
collided, and after this, you know, the two engineers, they sadly passed away. And
Yeah.
after this, the people began seeing their ghosts near the tunnel, with lanterns in the hand. So they would be holding lanterns.
That's sad.
And just, yeah. So people also say they smell lavender in this area.
Why?
So the smell of lavender is supposedly from the ghost that people call the Lavender Lady.
Oh, period.
These are all such sad stories because they involve trains.
Yeah.
So she was walking along the tracks and did not hear a train coming. She was unfortunately hit by a train and killed. But when people are on the like near the tracks where she died, they smell lavender because she was wearing some sort of lavender perfume.
Oh, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's horrible, though.
Yeah.
That she didn't hear the train coming.
I know. Which is like, trains are loud, right?
Trains
Like,
are loud. And also, it's crazy that people don't hear trains. But it happens still today. Like, people really don't hear the trains. But I'm like, how can you not feel the train?
I know.
Because one time, I was on some tracks, trying to get somewhere on the tracks to see this painting that was done, like, behind this building. And honey, I could feel the tracks. When it was coming close, I could feel it coming.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe it's just like a bigger train.
See, I've been always way too scared to ever step foot on a track at all.
Yeah, well,
even if
I
it's
was
like,
horrified. But I did it anyway.
even if I know that it's not even in use anymore, I'm still a little bit scared because I'm like, okay, well, what if it...
I mean, we've also talked about ghost trains, too.
Right.
So it could not even be a real train that you have to be afraid of. Trains are crazy, though. I did go on my first train recently when I was in Spain.
Oh, wait, you had never been on a train?
No, not before that. Honey, those go fast. Yeah. Real fast.
Mm-hmm. I know.
Way
I wish
faster
we
than I
had more
thought.
Trains in the U.S.
Yeah, we need to start a petition.
Yeah.
Get more trains. Because that was the easiest mode and cheapest mode of transportation.
Like, honestly, I think where I grew up, there were way more way more
Yeah,
access
there's
to like trains.
not. I mean, there's
And
trains here, but they're
it's, like, not
for
really.
like to what's it called? To like bring stuff
To
instead
ship,
of people.
ship things.
Yeah. Instead of like just riding on the train.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lame.
Yeah, I mean that's what these trains were used for too. They shipped out
You're
coal.
right, coal. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy that was the first time you ever on a train, because like I've been on them since I was young, so it's like, oh.
Yeah.
And my grandpa like worked for the for different trains in the area
Yeah.
like for years. So
Train girl over there.
train girl. Yeah, he worked for like I think definitely New Jersey Transit, but I think also Amtrak maybe.
Oh, that's a big one. Yeah,
So-
we need to get more trains here.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, last thing about trains. I did actually take a train from North Carolina up to Philadelphia.
There is one?
Yeah.
I did not know that, I don't think.
You go
To Greensboro?
yeah, like High Point.
I know they have Amtrak there. in
And
Greensboro.
it's like a 12-hour train. Like
Oh
it's a
my
lot.
God. 12 hours.
Yeah.
That's not even fast.
It is kind of cool to just look out the window, but it does get to be like
I get motion sick. I got motion sick on the train,
yeah.
but I had medicine, so it's fine. That's
See,
crazy
it was just
though.
because I didn't have. I think why did I take the train? Just because I wanted to go visit people and
Yeah,
didn't
and you
have
didn't
a
have a car. Yeah. The way that you could have flown for an hour, because I didn't realize that flight was that short from
Yeah.
Greensboro to
Yeah.
Philly. I was shook.
I don't know.
They were
my
like,
parents
we're
convinced
landing.
me to do a train, so I did.
Yeah, I mean, that
But
sounds
anyway.
fun. Sounds like a vibe.
It
Because, you know,
was. Yeah.
you can get up, move around.
Yeah.
You know what theory I don't like before we move on from trains?
What?
The way that if you are standing on the top of the train, velocity and some other speed factors,
Okay.
apparently if you were to jump on the train, like if you were standing on the top of the train and it's moving and you
Yeah.
jump, you're going to continue to land on the same car.
Oh,
Make
the
it make
same
sense.
point?
Yeah.
Oh.
Instead of like the train keeping going and you're staying in the same place. Isn't that crazy? I think
It is
about that
kinda
sometimes.
crazy. Wait.
But it's like science.
Okay. I guess that
Don't quote
makes
me, but-
sense. I don't know.
No,
Okay.
it's true, but it's crazy.
Okay, let's get back. Let's get back to the story.
Yeah, tell me the ghosts.
So this lavender lady, her ghost can be found walking around the tracks and by the tunnel. There's also a brakeman that was killed by a train in this area as well. He was on the job and he was drinking
Oh no.
while on the job and drank
No.
a little too much and fell asleep on the track.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
That's
horrible.
bad. That's really bad.
That's horrible.
Yeah. But people see his ghost walking around.
Okay, so in the town of 100 people, already 4 people are
I
dead
know.
from this
See,
train.
I am scared of like
Trains are
getting hit by a
horrifying.
train. Like I do not go near tracks.
No, I don't either. I did it once.
Yeah.
Like literally once.
Yeah.
And I was horrified. And a train came
See?
when I was on the tracks.
Exactly, I'm saying.
But I
like,
wasn't on the tracks. Like I was able to get
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm still here to tell the story, but
Yes. Okay. There is also this is the last like big ghosts. The town bully.
uh-oh.
So this guy, he would pick on everybody, like just make fun of people and just like say bad things. And one night he got thrown out of a local bar and never made it back home.
Oh no.
His body was found days later, and most people believe he was murdered.
Snap.
Yeah, but there was no killer ever found.
How did he die?
I couldn't really find that. They just said that
They're
it
like,
was
"He's
like
murdered."
murder.
I mean, you would think somebody would just push him on the tracks, and then they could have blamed the
Right.
train,
I
like
know.
everything else.
Mm-hmm. But he actually hangs out on the top of the tunnel,
Oh,
and he tosses pebbles from the top
my God.
to the people walking underneath. So he's still
He's
bullying.
still a bully.
Yeah, he's still bullying in
God.
the afterlife.
He did not learn his lesson
Exactly. I know.
at all.
So, there is a festival.
What? I was not thinking you were going to say that.
Yeah, it's called Midnight at Moonville.
Oh.
It's at the tunnel, of course. It's an annual event. They've had it for the past 6 years. And if they did it this year, it would be like year 7. But I haven't, like, I tried to look up for 2024, but I couldn't find anything
No.
about it. So hopefully they're doing it because that sounds like fun. It's in October, usually. I mean, that's what they have in the past. So I'm like, would they have announced it by now?
Maybe not.
I don't know. But Midnight at Moonville, this is what they have on their Facebook page. It says that it's a Halloween themed festival featuring a paranormal investigation, dramatic storytelling, wagon rides, regional craft vendors, souvenirs, historical presentations, musical performances, roaming spooks, and much more.
That sounds so fun.
So yeah, like I kind of hope they're having it again. I'm like,
Right.
I mean, Ohio is far from us, but
I was
at
going
the
to say,
same
how far is
time-
Moonville? Like, I
But
want
at
to
the
know.
same time, I mean, I don't know. So, so anyway, that's the Moonville Tunnel. Yeah.
I'm trying to look it up.
Oh, I think it might
It
be.
says it's 5 hours and 15 minutes away from us, and that's not
Oh.
even that far.
It's in MacArthur, Ohio,
Mhm.
because Moonville isn't a place anymore.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I just looked up the Moonville Tunnel.
Yeah. And then, I just
That's-
looked it up too on a map, and there's the Moonville Rail Trail. And I believe it's just like a walking trail now, so because the train is not active.
Look how close it is to Point Pleasant.
I'm saying, like, I kind of thought about that, but I was like, since we're gonna be there for
Multiple days.
the Mothman Festival.
That's the tea. That is very interesting. So it says it's an hour away from Mothman. Well, Moonville.
Indeed.
I need to know if you guys are having the Halloween festival
But did
in
you
the
see
tunnel.
the picture of the tunnel?
Oh my god, that looks horrifying.
You don't like it?
It's not as big as I thought it was gonna be. No, it's cool.
I mean, it was made originally in the 1800s.
Yeah.
So.
Oh well, it looks good for
Yeah.
it to be that old.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was
has a
gonna
lot
be
of graffiti.
bigger. Yeah, I like it though.
Yeah.
It looks scary. I would be scared to go in there because am I gonna get hit by a train?
A ghost train.
I mean, everybody else did.
Well, looking at this picture, it looks like there's no actual tracks there anymore.
Oh, well, that's good. I bet a lot of things go down in that tunnel.
Yeah.
Probably bad things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because people are still going there for paranormal investigations. So.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes. Well, Moonville, here we come.
I know,
suppose,
honestly.
because I want to go
Mm-hmm.
to that tunnel. Well, I guess moving along to my story.
Mm-hmm.
I have a haunting for you too,
Oh, okay.
but not at a train track.
Okay.
I have for you the legend of Felt Mansion. Dun, dun, dun. So today's story comes from Lake Michigan, which seems to be this like strange paranormal hotspot, as well as weird and suspicious other happenings like cryptids and things. So I told myself I would cover more stories around Lake Michigan because apparently just weird things happen there all the time. So this is one of those stories. So let's just jump right in. There's this guy. His name, I can't even say it. Dorr Felt.
Dorr? His name
It's
is Dorr.
Dorr, but it is Dorr.
Oh.
It's still Dorr. Dorr Felt.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
very interesting name. I wish I knew why. Like, why was he named Dorr?
Right.
Don't know. But he was born in 1862, and this guy, Dorr, okay, last time I'm going to say it, but he was actually like a genius.
Okay.
He grew up to be a millionaire because he invented the comptometer, which was an early version of the mechanical calculator. And,
oh, wow.
Yeah.
He's gotta be
I'm
smart,
like, okay,
though.
he's actually a
Damn.
genius. Because I'm
I
sitting
don't
here in
even know
2024
how-
and I don't know how calculators work.
Exactly. I was gonna say,
Like old calculators. Like, make that make sense. How are the math equations just plugged in there? I don't know. I guess we're going to have to ask Dor.
I don't know.
We're going to have to ask Dor about that one. But his invention really helped accountants. So he made tons of money.
He would go crazy for a TI-84.
Oh, the things he would do for a TI-84. I have one. It's pink. Dor would die.
I have just a black one.
Oh,
boring.
boo. Boring. The way they made us spend $150 on a graphing calculator is wild. But I did use it. And I did also, if you didn't know, you can enter notes in those calculators.
Cheater.
No, you didn't hear it from me. I never said I cheated. I just said you could enter notes in the calculator. Anyway, Dor, he had a wife named Agnes. And with their riches, they decided to build the Felt Mansion.
Okay.
The Felt Mansion is a 17,000 square foot mansion.
Oh my god, 17,000.
Bro, can you imagine? And guess what? This is only their summer house.
Oh my god.
Like, that's actually crazy. They're rich enough to have maids and stuff, but can you imagine cleaning that? To only be there like 3 months of the year. Wild. But what's even sadder is that right when it was done, tragedy hit. You see, only 6 weeks after the mansion was completed, Agnes died in the mansion.
Oh my god. She didn't even really get to
Not even a full summer was spent in this mansion. Because unfortunately, Dor died only weeks after his wife.
What?
Yeah, in the mansion. Yeah. So this left the mansion completely abandoned amongst the tall dune grass and trees. Because it is on Lake Michigan. So it's beautiful, but it was abandoned. So fast forward in time to 1949, the property was sold by the Felt family to the St. Augustine Seminary School for Boys.
Okay.
And apparently the seminary used the carriage house for classrooms and the actual mansion for the boys' housing. Mm-hmm. So they were basically using this tiny, tiny room for the school, and everything else was their housing, and they just got to do whatever they wanted.
Okay.
So then they had to build an actual school. They were like, okay, if we're going to have a school here, let's actually build a school, with multiple classrooms. So they did build a school behind the house, but it did not last very long because the school was shut down shortly after. They just didn't have the funds, I guess. Yeah. And so the boys' school was closed, and moving to the 1960s, a group of nuns actually bought and moved into the mansion. But they didn't last long either, because in the 1970s, the state of Michigan bought the property and began using it as a state police post.
Interesting.
And they actually tore down the school that the boys' school had built, the building behind the house. And they, in its place, put up the Dunes Correctional Facility.
What?
The history of this place is so crazy. It was so many things.
Right, so many things, but also for not that long.
No, nothing for that long. So yeah, the Dunes Correctional Facility, it was a minimum security prison at this mansion. They got to look out their window and see the mansion and just Lake Michigan.
Insane. Oh my god.
It's wild. And yeah, so
a prison with a view,
seriously. And that didn't last long either, because by 1985, 1990, it was abandoned again. And today, the Felt Mansion is on the National Register of Historic Places, as well as the Michigan State Register of Historic Sites. And so you can probably guess, with all this history in such a short amount of time, people do indeed say this place is haunted. Mm-hmm. So in the year 2000, the state of Michigan finally, after all these years, over 100 to be in fact, the state of Michigan began this huge restoration project.
Okay.
They wanted to restore its original beauty. Now that it was on the National Register, it was like protected and it wasn't going to fall to be abandoned again.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody else was going to buy it and like use it for anything else. So it is said that this is when the paranormal activity really amped up in the house. So we don't really know if it was haunted before the restoration project or if this brought it on. You'll see.
Right.
Here, so.
I mean, I don't know. It seems like bad luck.
Right. It is not good luck.
Like
That's for sure.
Or something.
Right. That is true. So, during the summer of 2001, a year into the restoration project, that was going to take years because it had been sitting abandoned for so long.
Yeah.
Anyway, the West Michigan Ghost Hunters Society began hosting public ghost tours there. And their tours included both the mansion and the former Dunes Correctional Facility. So I do say former because the prison has since been torn down. It's not there anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. So now today it's just the mansion and the carriage house, I believe.
Okay.
And that's because they wanted to restore it to its like original beauty.
Okay.
And so the ghost tours, all of the money that they made from it was directly put back into the house in the restoration project, and they actually made over $3,000, which I mean, that's pretty good for some ghost tours.
Mm-hmm.
So, one of the paranormal investigators, his name was Tom, and on one of these ghost hunts, one of the attendees, I don't know his name, couldn't find it, but he was telling his story online, and he said that he saw Tom during one of the ghost tours standing very, very, very close to this woman by the water fountain. Like a little too close, so he was like, oh, see, period.
Okay.
Because it looked like, oh, this was just like another person like in the group.
Yeah.
Like, oh. So after the tour, this attendee goes up to Tom and was like, who are you getting all buddy-buddy with over there, Tom? And Tom was like, what are you talking about, bro?
Oh my God.
And so this guy explained like what he saw, and he was like, Tom said he like got chills all over his body because he felt like somebody was sitting next to him, but he didn't say anything. And he was just like, oh, I'm just crazy, you know. But yeah, so it was assumed that that ghost was probably the ghost of Agnes Felt.
Oh my God.
Yeah. People who were like working on the house, fixing it up, they noticed things would be moved or even go missing in the house. For example, when they were refurnishing the house, specifically in Agnes's bedroom, they were decorating for Christmas, and you know, the girl who was decorating, she needed to leave the room for a few minutes to go get some other decorations. But right before she left, she had laid down this rug in the room.
Okay.
So she ran downstairs, grabbed the decorations, came back up to the room, and the rug that she had just laid down was bunched up in the corner.
Oh.
She didn't say anything because she was like, somebody probably moved it. I mean, there's other people working. I have an assistant. Maybe she moved it. I don't know. So she continues decorating, and she has to get more decorations. So she puts the rug back where she had originally put it, goes to get more decorations, and comes back. And this time, the rug was crumpled up in the other corner of the room. And she was like, okay. okay, hold on. So she confronted her assistant, and the assistant was like, no, I was not even in Agnes's room. She asked everybody else. They were like, we didn't go in there. And so she was like, okay, I'm testing the theory. We're doing it again. So she grabs her assistant. She was like, you're coming with me. And so they fixed the rug for a third time where she originally put it. They leave for a few minutes, come back, and this time the rug was moved to the next room over, bunched up in the middle of the room. Right. And with no explanation. Agnes.
Redecorating.
Agnes was
oh my
like,
God.
girl, this rug is ugly. Please get it out of my room.
Seriously. Like, that's what it sounds like. She's like, I just do not like this. Like,
No. She's like, it's
please
ugly.
get it out
Get
of
it out.
here.
Seriously. Yeah. So the Felt Mansion is also home to a ton of shadow people.
Ew, I don't know if I like that.
You're really not going to like it because this is the most common occurrence at the Felt Mansion. These shadow people can appear in pictures and videos, obviously, but they also appear to the naked eye in real time. So it might look like someone is poking out from behind a door
No.
at you.
Uh-uh.
And when somebody brings attention to it, you can see it vanish out of sight. Disgusting. Hate it.
Mm-mm.
I hate it so much. Yeah.
That's so scary. Can you imagine just being
No,
like,
no, no.
anywhere and then
No.
there's just some...
I-
Because you know there's not a person in the other room
Mm-mm.
and you see somebody like poke
No.
their head over.
I feel like shadow people probably scare me the most. Even if it is a ghost, like I don't want to see. I mean, I do for the proof, but other than that, I don't want to see it, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, it's scary. I don't like it. It's said that doors open and close very forcefully by themselves throughout the entire house. And I'm not talking like a little gust of wind blew the door open. I'm talking really, really heavy, really nice French doors, both being like swung open at once and like slamming closed.
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, with no explanation. Just all the time.
Ugh.
Not good. Not good at all. This place is so haunted. And so all of these hauntings are attributed to only be Agnes and Dor.
Oh my God.
Like,
they're like, this is our house. We didn't really
right.
get that much time in
No.
it, so we're spending literally the rest of eternity
here. Yeah. And you guys are not decorating it like how we want it.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yeah. Because they didn't even have enough time to figure out if they liked the decorations. So, like, we're fixing it.
And I'm like, did they even get to fully decorate it? Because they were only there for
Yeah.
6 weeks. Probably not.
Mm.
I don't know. I really don't know. But it's crazy because the hauntings are attributed to them. But then you think, like, it was also a boys' school, a nun
Right.
place, a
Yeah.
prison. Like,
Yeah. I mean, but none
Who's to
of
say?
them, like, died on the property, right?
who's to say? I don't know.
Guess. Yeah, maybe it's...
I have no idea. But, yeah. So, what's crazy is that with all of that stuff, it's still open today. You can rent the Felt Mansion for weddings and private events.
Oh my God. For what?
I was not expecting that either. I was like, wait.
For
A
weddings?
wedding?
What is this place? Does this place look like you could host a wedding at it?
Tell me why I didn't even look at it.
Oh.
We need to
It's
look
okay.
it up.
We'll look it up. We'll look it up.
Yeah, it's crazy. But, I mean, I imagine the answer is yes. Because it's huge and it's on the lake. So I presume it's very beautiful. And they are very rich. But
Oh, yes. Definitely.
let me see it. Give me a little peek. Oh, yeah. That's pretty. It looks very haunted to me also. Like, it just looks like something that would
Here's
be
some
haunted.
people getting married there.
Wow, they really are having okay, it is a pretty wedding venue.
Yeah.
I will say. That's wild. That's really crazy.
I mean, like...
That's the fountain.
pretty-
Okay,
yeah.
I did look up the fountain. I forgot.
Okay.
So that's where that person saw the ghost standing with Tom in front of that.
Okay.
So I'm like, so they look like shadow people sometimes, but they also look like real people. Like they can just pick and choose when they want to appear or fully appear, half appear to people. Sometimes they're invisible, but they move the rugs for fun. Like,
Okay.
it's wild.
Lit.
But not only can you go to the Felt Mansion for weddings and private events, you can also go and take a self-guided tour of the mansion during the day or book a private guided tour. And in the fall time, near Halloween, they have started doing the ghost tours, similar to what they did in the past.
Okay.
Again, so yeah, you can either take your own tour, go on a regular tour, go on a ghost tour, or you can stay overnight and investigate.
You can stay overnight there.
Yeah. And there, I don't know how much it is, but you can have one person to 12 overnight for a full investigation. Wow. I'm like,
okay.
I do think this is one we need to add to our list.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm scared of it, but
that would be so cool though.
Right?
But that is scary. Like shadow people, I don't know about
Oh, the shadow people. Because then I'm like, I feel like my eyes trick themselves sometimes, but at this place.
Yeah, and also like us, but I feel like we're more likely to just think we saw something since we know already that it's
maybe, but
a possibility.
Feel like, why do I feel like the shadow people wouldn't come out for us?
You don't think so?
No. Maybe that's wishful thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like, to believe it fully, I would need to get it on camera. So I would know that I'm not just seeing things.
Yeah.
For sure. But yeah, they don't seem to be mean, at least. I mean, other than moving the occasional rug.
Being creepy.
Yeah. I mean, I would do that too, probably.
Yeah.
If I was a ghost, just a little, like a light scare, like a diet scare.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the legend of the Felt Mansion.
That place is wild, and it's really pretty too. Like, I do kind of want to go here.
Like,
how far is that?
Far.
Place?
Michigan is far.
We're gonna have to fly there.
Oh, I'm not driving to Michigan. I want to see the inside though.
I saw.
Oh, I
was
see
a picture.
It. Oh. Oh. You know, ew. I don't know about this room. Look at it. It just looks haunted to me. I mean, it's pretty.
Yeah.
Ew. It looks like The Shining.
Oh my gosh.
The wallpaper is definitely a choice.
It just looks like an old house.
It does. It honestly looks pretty modern to be as old as it is, at least.
Yeah.
It does. It looks like it was definitely made to be a wedding venue, which now I can see why Agnes and Dora would be mad at that.
Yeah, true.
But the water fountain is just everything. Like, it's really in the middle of that pond. I love it. I love it so much. Yeah. So if you want to see pictures from this place, check out our Instagram.
Yep, they're posted on there.
Ew. Yeah. Ew. Look at this before it was restored. Like when it was abandoned.
Oh, wow.
They
definitely took a lot of work then.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the ghost came out, but girl, they worked hard on that because it really came a long way.
Yes, definitely.
Ew. Oh, this is Agnes, if you want to see her.
Okay. Yeah.
Period, Agnes.
Period.
But yeah, that's the Felt Mansion. Crazy.
Wow.
Wild and crazy.
I like that story. It's really sucks for I keep thinking about how they both died so soon after it was made.
Yeah, it's really tragic. It's so sad. Like,
wow.
I would be so mad as a ghost if I died. And then right after we became millionaires and built our summer house, I would be like, what was even the point?
Exactly, yeah. Like
nothing. No point. Horrible. But anyways, if you wouldn't mind to rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, please. And check out our YouTube and TikTok, obviously, because we do be making TikToks.
We do, yeah.
And we do be posting YouTube videos of our episodes. And some vlogs every now and again. We'll definitely have some coming up for you in the future. Yeah. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys this week. What about you, Savannah?
That's it.
Okay, well then I guess we will see you guys next week.
All right, cue the music.